Hey everyone, today we're diving into a recent and chilling event, the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. This incident has sent shockwaves through the nation and has left many people questioning the safety of public figures and the motives behind such violent acts. And the perplexing details we've learned about the shooter, Matthew Thomas Crooks. The investigation has uncovered some truly baffling information that has only deepened the mystery surrounding this tragic event. So let's start with the basics. Last Saturday, Crooks fired at Trump during a rally in Pennsylvania. He was killed in return fire. The scene was chaotic, with attendees scrambling for cover and law enforcement quickly responding to neutralize the threat. But what's really grabbed attention is what investigators found on his phone. The contents of his phone have raised more questions than answers, leaving both the public and authorities puzzled. According to a CNN report, Crooks had several photos of politicians on his device, including Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, Rudy Giuliani, and House Speaker Mike Johnson. These photos were meticulously organized, suggesting a level of premeditation that is both alarming and confusing. Interestingly, these photos didn't include any threatening messages, which makes it unclear what his intentions were. Was he planning something more sinister, or was there another reason for these images? Now, who was Matthew Thomas Crooks? Understanding his background might provide some clues, but so far it has only added to the enigma. The Associated Press paints him as an enigmatic figure. At just 20 years old, he was an intelligent but solitary individual with few friends and a minimal social media presence. His life seemed to be a series of contradictions and unanswered questions. There were no obvious signs of strong political beliefs that could explain his actions. His motivations remained shrouded in mystery, leaving everyone to speculate about what drove him to such an extreme act. Crooks's political leanings are particularly puzzling. He was a registered Republican, but also donated to a progressive political action committee the day President Joe Biden was inaugurated. This duality in his political actions has left many scratching their heads. His high school classmates described him as smart but standoffish, often bullied and isolated. These experiences may have contributed to his complex personality and eventual actions. After high school, he earned an associate's degree with honors in engineering science and worked at a nursing home. Despite his academic achievements, he seemed to struggle with social connections and finding his place in the world. So what drove him to commit such a violent act remains a mystery. The lack of clear motives or warning signs makes this case particularly troubling. A 1997 Secret Service study found that there's no single indicator to predict someone might attempt to assassinate a public figure. This study highlights the complexity of human behavior and the difficulty in preventing such tragedies. Most attackers, like Crooks, were social isolates with no history of violent crime. This pattern suggests that isolation and lack of social support may play a significant role in such violent acts. Despite being on his high school rifle team, Crooks was rejected for poor marksmanship. This rejection may have fueled feelings of inadequacy and resentment. He was also a member of the Clairton Sportsman's Club, a shooting range, but the club president stated they knew very little about him. His lack of connection with the club members further emphasizes his isolated nature. This story leaves us with more questions than answers. The more we learn, the more complex and confusing the situation becomes. What was Crooks' true motive? Was there a deeper, hidden agenda that we have yet to uncover? Why did he have those specific photos on his phone? Were they part of a larger plan, or was there another explanation? And importantly, could this tragedy have been prevented? These are the questions that haunt us as we try to make sense of this senseless act. All right, that's all for today. If you found this information as intriguing and unsettling as I did, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on this story and other news events. Your support helps us continue to bring you the latest and most important news. Thanks for watching, and stay informed. Remember, staying informed is the first step in understanding and preventing such tragedies in the future.